The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What is going on, guys? It is Zirksee coming today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys which boss battle players I think you guys should pick up. Now, this is going to be available come next week if you guys have not missed any of the boss battle solo challenges. Unfortunately, I have actually missed a single week, so I'm not going to be able to get my boss battle players until a week after everybody else, but I wanted to wait until, it got a little bit closer to when they actually are going to be coming out to show you guys who I think you should pick, because of course this is like 10 weeks ago it came out. So of course I wanted to see what would come out. Like Ultimate Legend Barry Sanders definitely was not out 10 weeks ago, so now we can kind of compare him to who is out currently in the game, so in case you guys want to see who you want to pick up. But in terms of Earl Campbell, we're comparing to Barry Sanders. You guys can see the chemistries, of course, don't really matter except for the Never Stumble compared to the Battle Ready. But the Pound the Rock doesn't really matter because, of course, in Ultimate Legend, you can choose whatever kind of chemistry you want. So I ended up picking all 4 of the boss battle players and comparing them to who I think is the best player at that position in the game right now. So for the running back, we have Barry Sanders, and you want to compare their stats. We have the height is 3 less for Barry Sanders, which I think actually, I'm not sure if it affects anything this year, but I think in years past, the shorter the running back, the actual better animations they got. Weight goes to Earl Campbell, so of course he's going to get more trucking animation. Speed, of course, +5 to Barry Sanders. Strength, 95 on Earl Campbell. That's +16. That's insane. Agility of a 92 compared to a 99. Excel of a 96 compared to a 98. Awareness of a 96, catching of a 78, which is 7 less than Barry. Jumping is 5 less. Stamina is actually the same. Injury doesn't matter. Trucking is 97, which of course is amazing, and that's +17 over Barry. Elusiveness is -7. Bulkier vision is -1. Stiff arm is a 97, which is definitely good, but the spin and juke are really not that great. And I mean, Barry has 99, both of those. 88 and 92 on Earl Campbell. Carrying actually is +1. Route running, catching traffic, and spec catch all go to Barry Sanders. Release is actually +1, which is 78, which is actually pretty good. And I think that's about it you need to see, except for pass blocking is a +5 over Barry, which is an 80. Impact blocking of a 78 too, so we can definitely hold his blocks better. In terms of clutch, he is not clutch, so he doesn't get that little bit of a stat boost at the end of the game. Braces versus medium hitters, Barry braces for all hitters. Fights for extra yards, yes. Drops open passes, no. Makes sideline catches, both of them are no, and they both have high motors. So I gotta say, I think that Barry Sanders is definitely the better card between Barry and Earl Campbell. So in terms of who do I think is the better card, Barry Sanders. So Earl Campbell, in my opinion, probably the worst boss battle players you could go with right now. Now next up for the wide receivers, we have Dwight Clark and Julio Jones. Now the reason I chose Julio over someone like Randy Moss, which people consider to be the best wide receiver in the game, is because Julio Jones can actually run blocks. So I feel like Julio and Dwight Clark is the best comparison. Now in terms of the chemistries, you guys can see they both have playmaker and go deep ×2, but Julio Jones also has pound the rock. So in terms of chemistries, Julio does get the advantage. They both have the same salary cap. When it comes to height, Dwight Clark is 1 inch taller. Speed is +3 to Julio Jones, which in my opinion, this late in the game, 93 speed compared to 96 is huge. Strength does go to Dwight Clark by 4. Agility does go to Julio Jones. Acceleration is a +1 to Dwight Clark. Awareness to Dwight Clark, and also catching, including the stamina, and injury doesn't matter. But they both have 98 jumping and 97 catch and 95 acceleration. Pretty good for Dwight Clark. And then when it comes to what you can do with after you get the ball in your hands, trucking goes to Dwight Clark, elusiveness and bulkier vision to Julio Jones, stiff arm to Dwight, spin and juke move both go to Julio Jones, who actually has a 91 juke, which in my opinion kind of separates him from Dwight Clark with the +5 juke. Carrying of an 88, he also has a route running, which is +1 to Julio, but catching traffic +3. And spec catch is the same. Release is actually 1 less. When it comes to run blocking, that's why I chose Julio Jones. 79 run blocking compared to 76, and 72 impact compared to 70. But when it comes to like screenplays, Julio's actually way better with his 63 compared to a 50. And then when it comes to the traits, Julio Jones is clutch, Dwight Clark is not. They both brace for all hits, Both fight for extra yards, and neither of them drop open passes, and both of them make sideline catches, and both have high motors. So, who do I think is a better receiver? In my personal opinion, I'm going with Julio Jones. Now, because of the fact that he has +3 speed on Dwight Clark is another reason why, but say you have tier 5 go deep, which I actually have on my team, and then I have tier 2 of Pound the Rock. So, if we compare these two with the chemistry boost, of course, now they both have 99 spec catch, 99 release, so the go deep doesn't really work too well for that. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But the Pound the Rock also gives Julio Jones, I believe, elusiveness, bulkier vision, and stiff arm, which almost catches him up in stiff arm, but does give him a lead in elusiveness and ball carrier vision. Then he also gets a boost in pass blocking and also run block. So, really, in my opinion, because he has Pound the Rock chemistry, which if you have a decent amount of Pound the Rock can definitely help him in terms of blocking and also after the catch, plus the 3 speed, Julio Jones is the better card, so I would go with Julio over Dwight Clark. Next up, we have Ricky Jackson compared to Von Miller, which of course, secure tackler versus jump to snap, and re-react ×2 versus physical front and blanket coverage ×2. So right off the bat, you can see the chemistries are a little bit different. Then when it comes to the height, they're both 6'3", weight goes to Von, speed goes to Von by 2, strength goes to Ricky by 3, which is pretty big for an outside linebacker. Agility also goes to Von Miller. Excel is actually the same in catching, jumping, stamina, and awareness all go to Ricky Jackson. Then when it comes to impact block, which actually does affect, you pulling off the blocks, that's a 98 on Ricky Jackson compared to Von Miller's 96. Tackling is a 99 on Ricky Jackson, 97 hit power, 96 power move, 93 finesse, 97 block shedding, 97 pursuit. Also has play rec of a 97 and a zone of 89 with a press of an 80. Now when it comes down to the traits, is he clutch? No, Von Miller is. Both have high motors. Neither of them do swim moves, which is kind of surprising. Von Miller does do spin moves. Ricky Jackson does not. Both of them do the bull rush, and Ricky Jackson is a big hitter, which is definitely really big. Strip ball is yes for both, and both of them play the ball in the air balance. Now, for me, I have tier 5 of read and react. So say let's have tier 5 read and react. I have tier 2 of both of these. So if I were to pick up this guy, Von Miller, over Ricky Jackson, let's take a look at what those chemistry boosts would look like for me. So in terms of defense, Von Miller would have 97 tackling, he would have 99 hit power, but Ricky Jackson has 99 power move versus Von Miller's 99 finesse. So really, I mean, one of them is going to have 99, the other, and you know what I mean, like 99 power move compared to 99 finesse move. One of them is going to have 99 in one of those categories, so it really doesn't matter, they kind of counteract each other. Block shedding does go to Von with a 99, from 99 pursuit on Ricky Jackson, but the thing that really separates him from me is he has elite tier zone coverage. 93 zone with tier 5 read and react is amazing. So he has 99 power move with 93 zone. That is pretty crazy. So the big thing that separates the two of them from me is the fact that jump to snap and secure tackler. I absolutely love secure tackler. I have 2 defensive linemen with secure tackler, and my right outside linebacker also has it. So having Ricky Jackson on the left side, you're not going to be able to get anywhere without getting tackled. And then if you make it to the outside, I have Night Train Lane, who also has secure tackler, which, in my opinion, guys, if you don't have secure tackler on your team, you absolutely need that chemistry. So I think, in my opinion, Ricky Jackson is better than Von Miller just because it's secure tackler. Now, the final card that I'm going to be showing you guys is Too Tall Jones versus Brandon Graham. So right off the bat, I'm going to give them both plus tier 1 of their chemistries because ×2 gives you that instantly. So they both have tier 1 of read and react and physical front respectively. And of course, Brandon Graham also has physical front chem. Now they both have jump to snap, and I actually have this Brandon Graham, so I can tell you right off the rep, he's pretty good. Height, of course, goes to Too Tall Jones, which is actually pretty big in terms of if you want to put them in QB spies. 6'9 to 6'2. Speed actually goes to Too Tall with +2. Strength goes to Too Tall with +7. Agility does go to Brandon Graham. Acceleration of a +1 to Too Tall. Awareness to Brandon Graham. Catching to Too Tall. Jumping is +12. And stamina is +7. So that's actually pretty dang big for me. Impact blocking is the same at 96. Defensively, tackling is the same at 97. Hit power is 94 +1. Power move is 97. Finesse move is an 88 compared to his 93, which really doesn't matter because, I mean, he's going to be doing power moves most of the time for Brandon Graham. Block shedding is a 98. If you have that tier 2, then he's going to have 99 block shedding. compared to a 94. Pursuit does go to Brandon Graham. Play rec, man, zone, and press all go to Brandon Graham. Then we take a look at the stats. Both of them have high motors. Defensive line swing and spin is a no for Too Tall and a yes for Brandon Graham. Both of them do the bull rush, and both of them are big hitters, and also Too Tall does not strip the ball what Brandon Graham does. So, in my opinion, I think that the strength in the block shed really makes a huge difference for Too Tall. I wish he had secure tackler, but I have to say the two defensive guys, Too Tall Jones and also Ricky Jackson, are probably the better two boss battle players. I mean, Dwight Clark is pretty good, but compared to Julio Jones, he's not as good. If you want him as a number 2, maybe put him along with Julio Jones. I think that'll definitely be a really good combination. But in terms of if you got to pick between one of those two, I would definitely go with Julio. I take Too Tall over Brandon Graham, and I would also take Ricky Jackson over Von Miller just because secure tackler. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment, and let me know down below which of these guys are you guys going to choose, and who do you think is the best one. In my opinion, probably Ricky Jackson just because it's secure tackler. But hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. I will see you guys next time.